Hello again, I'm James Vaughan, I'm the Chief Constable of Dorset Police, and this is our latest update surrounding the COVID-19 national emergency. Yesterday, Parliament passed emergency powers for the police to enforce new restrictions on public movement, and this is to reduce the spread of COVID-19, help the NHS and to save lives. Whilst implementation and guidance on these new emergency powers are being worked through with my teams in the government, my message to the public remains really clear. Under these new rules, you should not leave your home unless strictly necessary for one of the following purposes: shopping for basic household necessities, for a medical need or to help a vulnerable person, travelling to and from work where it's essential and where home working is not an option, taking one form of exercise a day alone or with members of your household. In respect of this last point, some common sense needs to be applied. My advice is that you should not make unnecessary journeys to take exercise, and this should be a walk or a cycle or a run or something similar near to your home, and not a day trip to the beach or a beauty spot. Gatherings of more than 2 people are banned unless you're with members of your own household. I'm reassured and satisfied that we have adequate powers to deal with the threat of this emergency situation, and we can enforce and we will enforce the new rules where appropriate. By the very nature of emergency legislation, not every fine-grained detail can be legislated for or thought of. Therefore, I ask you to work within the spirit of what the government are trying to achieve. They are trying to save lives. Please stay at home and take sensible steps. I will help you with more detailed guidance as it becomes available. We have shifted resources and created capacity across the force to ensure we have enough officers to enforce these new powers. Our officers and staff will be proactively patrolling in communities, stopping people and vehicles to ensure that people are not flouting these restrictions and regulations. So far, I've been reassured with the response from our public in Dorset, who are in the main taking sensible steps and are adhering to the advice. Thank you for that. I have confidence that people understand the importance of these restrictions. We have responsible and practical communities who I'm sure will comply for the good of all. I've been appealing all week for the public to cooperate and need to emphasise that individuals who deliberately flout these new regulations will face the full force of the law. We are determined to keep people safe in Dorset and reduce the loss of life from this dangerous virus. We must all do our part to pull together and protect our loved ones, our friends, colleagues and neighbours. These powers are in place to save lives. Please stay at home. Thank you.